He's going to the end zone. Lamb at the 3, but he's going to be tackled short of the end zone, and the game's going to end.
Keep going.
Understanding how that game went the last time, we get to get that bunch here at home. A lot of things to be excited about.
Time to see how tight the NFC East will or will not be. Philadelphia Eagles on the road after getting thumped by San Francisco last week.
We got to coach better, we got to play better, and we got a lot to clean up.
Dallas Cowboys back at home. Stadium's new nickname, home of the 40 burger.
41-35, the final score.
Dallas has won 4 in a row, 6 of their last 7 games. Cowboys have put up 40-plus points in 4 straight games.
Dak's playing great ball.
Prescott still plenty of time. Watch it. Cooks is open right over the top of the season. Dallas now leads it by 3.
Eagles fans are like, yeah, against the likes of Seattle, Washington, the Giants, and the Rams, we know what they have in common.
People can say whatever they want, but you know, I have the pen, I have the paper, and I'm the one writing. So because I'm playing as well as I am now, doesn't mean that I'm going to stop, doesn't mean I'm going to listen to him now.
The most obvious difference, regardless of Week 13, Eagles have more wins than losses.
Self-critical, as we always are, and analyze everything as it's supposed to be and respond.
As Mikey would put it, that's the rub, Dallas fans. Beat Seattle and make them 500, and all of a sudden you haven't beat an above 500 team.
You have to win the close games. I mean, to get to where you want to go, you have to win these kind of games.
So they're still looking for a win against a, quote, good team. Nonetheless, Dallas didn't use their punter last week. Dak Prescott threw 3 TDs, almost 300 yards, a rating over 115. Regardless of opponent, his last 7 games has him in the MVP convo. Not as many QBs, if any, as hot as he's been coming into this game.
I just really think that's the expectations that I have for myself, the standard that we've created as an offense.
And one of his nicer outings was versus Philadelphia. This is rematch time. The last one was pretty good, too. Philadelphia beat Dallas Week 9, 28-23. Jalen Hurts a couple touchdowns, no picks, a rating over 130.
Hurts going deep for the end zone. Devontae Smith has got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Prescott fared well in that game, too, a rating over 115, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Over 370 yards.
Quick throw. Ferguson is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
The one thing that hurt Dallas's offense in that game helped Philadelphia's defense. They sacked Dak 5 times, many on 3rd down, where Dallas only went 6 for 15.
Pressure. He's in trouble. He's sacked. Josh Sweat gets home, and there's no timeouts.
It's not that Prescott didn't get bagged in their most recent offensive outburst. He took 4 more sacks.
2-step drop for Dak. He swarmed from underneath. He broke out of one potential sack, and now he's upended again.
Significance of taking sacks is often more the when. The 4 Dak took last week still didn't lead to a single punt, and he still lit up Seattle's secondary that had plenty of talent.
Pressure. Fires. Caught. Wide open. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks.
No shock who led the charge amongst Cowboys pass catchers Week 13. A, B, C, D, Lamb. That's who.
Yeah, he's a baller. He's a baller.
116 yards and a TD.
Fakes it to Pollard. Steps up. Throws back of the end zone. There's C.D. Lamb.
12 catches on 17 targets. Dak was not shy about his belief that Lamb was his best option.
But making that throw in that situation is 100% about my trust in that guy.
Lamb spends a lot of time in the slot, and Philadelphia didn't have many answers for him in round 1. He went for 191 yards against him.
Prescott lofting Lamb open. He's got it. And it's C.D. Lamb on 4th and 1. Who delivers?
Eagles thinking, yeah, and we won. So it's the other guys that matter, and the other guys that seem to have rounded out the Cowboys' pass-catching situation. Tight end Jake Ferguson, wide receiver Brandon Cooks, he scored last week, has found the paint in 3 of their last 4 games.
Throw over the middle. It's Brandon Cooks. He was wide open.
Ferguson scored as well, 77 yards.
Prescott with plenty of time. Lobs it end zone. Jake Ferguson. Fergie into the end zone, and Dallas takes the lead in the 4th.
The Eagles secondary Dak and company face do come in rattled. 4 TDs allowed to Brock Purdy last week, over 300 yards, a rating near 150.
Purdy pressure. Throws over the middle. Caught by Samuel. Breaks a tackle. Still on his feet. It's speed now. Samuel racing to the end zone, and he dives, and he's in.
They gave up 40-plus yards to 5 guys.
Tebow and McCaffrey and Kittle, those guys do a good job, and Ayuk, they do a good job of breaking tackles.
116 yards and 2 TDs to the last guy they wanted to see torch him.
Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel, one man to beat. He's going to beat him. Touchdown 49ers.
So they have a lot of work to do on their defensive side of the ball, not that their offense doesn't as well.
Good execution for the most part, and we just kind of weren't able to connect and execute like we wanted to in the red zone.
Hurts last week, under 7 yards per attempt, only 1 touchdown, a sub-90 rate.
Hurts, far side of the field for Brown, knocked away. And here comes 4th down in the field goal unit.
Typically when you play to the standard, you win. We didn't play to the standard, and today we lost.
He did throw for 298 yards, A.J. Brown 114 of those.
Hurts over the middle, A.J. Brown in stride, makes a man miss in a big game. Brown into Niners territory and inside the 40.
Devontae Smith 96 plus a touchdown, one of the few times we've seen the Wonder Twins unite in the same game.
They get it off, get it to Devontae Smith. Has a block and another. Smith, he stays on his feet, he's gonna pick it up.
And Philadelphia's line gave Hurts time despite the 3 sacks taken. They were coverage sacks. Nick Bosa and Chase Young were held in check.
Hurts gets away from Chase Young. No one's open, just looking for anything here. Now comes back way across the field. Boston Scott, who leaked open. Boston Scott's got a first down.
Can they repeat that showing versus Micah? Hey, if the game is on the line, Philadelphia needs a big play to keep things alive. I suggest they block Parsons. Just a suggestion.
Lockett comes to the slot. Here comes Parsons, and he forces the pass incomplete, and that will wrap it up.
They said they meant to do that too. Okay.
You know what we got next week. Let's get them out the way and get on the sideline and chill. Rest his body.
You're right about that. You're right about that.
Micah's Week 13, the ultimate example of a box score not telling the whole story. From snap 1 to the final snap, he was forcing Seattle's hand to the end.
Smith rushed by Parsons. He couldn't get it away. And the Micah Parsons pressure forces an incomplete pass.
Dallas's pass defense Hurts and company face gave up a 97 rating to Geno Smith last week, 3 touchdowns, over 330 yards.
He gets it away and he finds DK Metcalf, who's off to the races. 25-20, 15-10, 5 touchdown. A 73-yard touchdown.
Well, we may have to hold off on that gold jacket for Deron Bland.
Mr. House Call, Deron Bland did pick off his 6th INT of the year. No touchdowns this time, though.
Throw right side. Deron Bland with another interception. No way. Number 8.
Still, Bland is the one walking onto the field wearing a Waldo cap. Check that. Look for the guy with the giant red Santa hat with no clothes on. Easy to spot. Bland got undressed last week by Geno Smith and DK Metcalf. 1 INT, but 3 touchdowns, 184 yards allowed.
5-step drop. He's pressured by Tank Lawrence. Lofts it in the end zone to Jackson Smith and Jigba, and he makes the grab on Deron Bland for the touchdown.
Eagles' run game did little to nothing versus San Francisco, just 2.6 yards per carry, 46 yards.
Hurts, quarterback run. And he is taken down right away. Well played.
Dallas, on the other hand, 136 yards rushing, 4 per run and a touchdown.
Flip to Pollard. Looking for room. Has it. In there. Touchdown.
Both teams' run defenses so far average 4.1, 4.2 per carry allowed kind of thing. No offense to Seattle, but this ends a crazy stretch of games for the Eagles. Do they have enough gas left in the tank to take Dallas out again? Or do the boys tighten the race for the division as they head down the stretch? Comment section should be cray, as the kids put it. I know this last screen will be super yeet. Bro, stop capping. I'm going to put my flat-billed hat on right now. Sorry, bruh or bra.